Going into Adelaide, which I think's been nicknamed Amazing Adelaide, that's not what I'd call it. I'd call it awful Adelaide, I reckon.
Yeah, it was an amazing performance by the whole team, that's for sure, and it was nice to be a part of.
Even though they were behind right through days 1, 2 and 3 and the best part of day 4, they always felt they were a chance of winning, and that was the biggest difference in the two sides. I reckon England thought when Australia got to about 400 in their first innings that the game was going to be a draw. And they let the game meander.
Late on the 4th day was where it started to go wrong for England, because just watching the way they were batting, you thought to yourself, they've decided this is going to be a draw. And once you decide that as a player, you can get yourself into a lot of trouble. The big thing that Australia had going for them was the fact that Warne believed that this match could still be won.
You know, sometimes people can talk the talk and say, yeah, we can win, but they don't actually believe. I actually believed we could, and I think that was the difference.
We took a lot of confidence out of the first test in Brisbane by the way we played the game, by the way we won that test so convincingly.
But I remember doing the press conference after the test at Brisbane, saying we've been in this position before. We lost the first test in 2005 and we came back from that to win the series. However, the words were coming out of my mouth, but I can't honestly say I believed them.
After the Gabba, I think we all felt England were a better side than what they'd shown us in the first test, and they were. And we also knew that the Adelaide would be a very good wicket, a good batting wicket, an opportunity for them to come and show us what they could do, and they certainly did do that. For the first day and a half, 2 days, they dominated the game. So I think they showed that they had a lot of class players in there who didn't really do a lot in the first test match.
I just love the Adelaide Test match, and probably one of my favourite Test matches on the Australian circuit. The crowd's brilliant, the ground's absolutely fantastic.
Unfortunately, we lost the toss and England batted.
You lose the toss in Adelaide, you know you're in for a serious bit of pain for at least a day and a half.
That's a good shot.
We started off really well.
Oh, he's gone for it. He's played it beautifully. There it is. That'll be 100. That's well played. That's a superb 100 for Coleman and for England.
We had our backs to the wall at the start of that test match.
Yes.
And we piled the runs on.
And smashed us all over the park.
Nicely struck. Wang doesn't make it. 550 up. And he declares.
We got a big score, we declared, and then Australia came out to bat.
Got him! Big wicket! Beautifully bowled, the skipper. Right on line, he dug it in short, Wenger played, went to the gully, good catch, great start England.
I remember sitting in the dressing room at the end of day 2. I think we'd lost 1 wicket in our innings, and I remember thinking, oh, I'm absolutely exhausted here. 2 days in the field, and it was amazing to think what was going to unfold over the next sort of 3 days.
Up until Ashley Giles drops Ricky Ponting.
Oh, and a short delivery. This is out. Oh, he's grabbed it. Oh, no.
I think that was a turning point in that match. It could have been Amazing Adelaide for us if that catch would have been taken. But on this occasion, unlike 2005, things weren't going our way.
We were in a bit of trouble through the game. We started to make a bit of runs. The tail managed to wag a bit with Michael Clarke making a fantastic 100.
Well played. Third test 100.
And I think we got to 500 or so. So they had a 50-odd run lead going to the last day.
It was a great effort by the boys to get up close to their score. And yeah, I thought it was going to be a draw.
I remember having dinner with Shane Warne on the night of day 4, and me saying that, you know, tomorrow's going to be a long day. It's, you know, England probably just try and bat the whole day out, and the second test will be a draw. And I remember Warne saying very clearly to me that we would win the test, and I thought, how are we going to bowl England out firstly, and then have enough time left in the day to make the runs?
I was just adamant we could win because I knew what the English mindset would be. I knew we could actually do it if we bowled well.
Warne has that habit of making something happen. So, as a guy who was lucky enough to captain him, as I was, You always thought if you had Shane Warne on your side, there was a chance something might happen your way, and that's why you're happy to give him the ball. So when England go into the day 5, 1 for 50, and their overall lead is probably something like 70 or 80, you think to yourself, well, we need to take 9 wickets, and somehow they've got to make runs and take 10. Their chances aren't good. We've got Shane Warne. If he bowls well, we're a chance of taking those 9 wickets.
Oh yes, they're holding it up, but I don't. Oh yes, he's given him. Oh, and he's got him. It's a run out. Oh, he's got him. He's bowled him. He's bowled him around the legs.
Once we got KP out first ball around his legs, I sort of went up to Michael Clark. I said, look, I told you. I said we can do this.
Warne is now on fire. He's got 2.
His effervescence rubbed off on the rest of the team.
Oh, it's out 2.
I think everyone, as much as they really believed then, you know, they were committed to it and said, yep, well, let's go.
Got him.
The one thing about Australia, what they do really well is if they get on top of you, they don't let you back up. You know, once you're down, they keep kicking you. And that's what they were doing. They were just grinding us down. And we ground to a halt and then started getting out.
Oh, yes. What a cricketer.
It was just playing into Warnie's hands. It was like a big theatre to him, but now he's got the England batsman right where he wants them.
Got him. Clean bowled him.
You could almost just see England sort of getting tenser and tenser with every wicket that fell.
There's not a shot. Chance is given him. He's got him. Wow, big wicket.
The problem was you need to score runs. And we were batting for time and it didn't really work. We weren't far enough in front of the game to bat for time, and he still needed runs to play Australia out of it.
We just kept finding a way to change the game, to get a wicket.
We obviously had a fair bit of momentum, and the crowd were really starting to build up as well and get right into the game.
Oh, there's a shout this time. He's got him this time.
When we got England out, I remember Warnie saying, I told you we'd win this test match. And that was still with 160 odd runs to get.
I remember when we got that last wicket, just getting a shot of adrenaline or nerves or you know, anything, thinking, wow, we've actually bowled them out. We've got a chance. We can do this.
Langer goes bang.
Justin Langer set the tone. With the first ball, he smashed the ball through mid-wicket for 4 and basically sent a message to our dressing room that we're right up for this chase, and it also sent a message to England that we weren't just going to try and hang in there and survive and try and creep our way there. We were going to really take it to them and be very positive.
Oh, miss it. It hits the stumps and it goes for 4, does it?
They came out and hit us hard from the word go, and obviously we're striving for the win.
For us, we were looking at it like a one-day game. It was about consolidate at the top, build some partnerships, and then we'd cash in at the end.
We still had a chance of getting out of this test if we took some wickets.
Yeah! Oh, he's got him. That's caught in the gully. And England, first little sniff.
Australia could come out, be aggressive, score quickly.
It's through. Oh, bad ball. Bang. What a shot. Magnificent shot through mid-wicket. Pressure right on England now. In the air, should be out. Mid-wicket coming around. Got to catch it for England. He does. He does. It's 2 for 33.
And Hussey came out and played well.
Oh, great shot. The weight cut. We haven't seen many of them in this match. Sweeps. And sweeps brilliantly.
And he's got him. He's hit it straight to extra cover. Well, they needed that one desperately.
Damien Martin's gone. Bang! Straight down the ground. Glorious stroke. It's got him! Got straight down his throat. Damien Martin went for the square cut and went straight to Sturson. Short gully or third or fourth slip, who cares?
When I walked out the bat, Michael Hussey was in, and it was about me and him. We'd spent a lot of time batting together in the shorter form of the game. It was about communicating how many runs we needed, how many balls we had left, which bowlers, Michael Hussey felt more comfortable with compared to who I felt most comfortable with.
Oh, good shot. Takes the shackles, Michael Clark.
The way Michael Hussey was hitting the ball, though, my job was very easy. It was about getting off strike and letting him face because he was batting beautifully.
Sweeps. Oh, did he hit that well?
Yes!
Oh, how good was that? Magnificently placed off the full face of the bat. Soft hands, boundary.
The thing about cricket is that you can see the outcome sometimes way before it actually happens. And I remember wanting to pull his ears off at one point because he kept hitting these boundaries and he kept fist pumping to the dressing room. And that was hurting that every time he did that.
I certainly started to lose control of my emotions a little bit. I was, punching the air, and every run that we got, I was sort of yelling at myself and saying, keep going and come on, keep hitting the ball in the middle and fist pumps to the boys and all that sort of stuff. And the crowd were really getting into it as well. They were counting down the runs, underneath the scoreboard there. It was absolutely packed, counting down every run, and it was just an amazing place to be, an amazing feeling to be out there in the middle.
Through cover he goes.
The closer and closer we got to their score, the more nervous I became because you're getting that close, you want to finish the job, but you're never quite there and you don't want to stuff it up when you get so close.
5 runs for victory. Oh, there he goes. What a shot. What a cricketer. Punches the air, so he should.
I wanted to kill him. Mr. Cricket himself.
I was desperate to be there at the end. The crowd were going nuts, I sort of remember that. I remember I just wanted Jimmy Anderson to hurry up and run in and bowl. We needed one run.
This will be one of the best victories we've seen in 30 years of television on Channel 9. One run to win. Seagulls are flying, saluting the Australians. There it is, wonderful victory, wonderful innings. There goes Michael Hussey. Listen to the crowd.
Hitting those winning runs it's probably the best feeling I've ever had on a cricket field. It was just pure emotion and pure ecstasy really running through your body, and then you look up to the team and you see the effect that it had on the boys. They were bouncing around and jumping around. We'd won this amazing test match where no one gave us a chance to win, and then it was also something that I'd hardly ever seen in an Australian team. They came running onto the pitch, the players, and it was just a fantastic feeling.
I'd go to say that we lost the Ashes then. I think having got beaten that test match when we played pretty much as good as that team could have done, to then get beat, I think after that test, we was always going to stir down the barrel of 5-0.
It said a lot about the people we had in the team, Ricky and Shane Warne and John Buchanan, basically the leaders of our team, sort of instilling the confidence in the team and the belief in the team that we could win this game and we should be going for the win at all times. I think that was really important, and that's probably what Ashes, not just Ashes spirit, but that's what Test cricket spirit's all about.
We just did everything right, and I think when you look back into these sort of things, you start talking about it. It's a pretty amazing victory, and definitely one of the best.
So I think they're the memories that stick with you forever. And I've said for a long time that more than the individual success, the team success will always sit in the front of my mind. And I think Adelaide Test match is one of those moments.